You're going to learn how to become a faceless YouTuber and generate income 24/7. Hey everyone, it's Lewis from the Online Creator Institute. Today what I'm going to show you really quickly is the online program, the YouTube MasterClass, and essentially show you everything that you get before you invest into something like this. Now for a limited time only, I have a lifetime deal, so if you click that, you're going to have access to that. It's not going to last too long, to be fair with you, and then you can try it for free if you want to, but just click try for free, create a free account, it's all yours for free. However, I'm going to take you into the class and show you exactly what you get, so you don't have to go through my entire site. And of course, if your company has an education budget, you may as well use it, and therefore you kind of get it for free anyway. So let's jump into it. So this is the first thing you see once you invest in the YouTube Masterclass by us. Now, what you're going to see really quickly on the left is 3 weeks. Originally, this was 5 weeks. However, I reduced it because a lot of the students that are on the platform right now have said, can you reduce it? We're going through this content a bit faster than usual. So what I've done is turned it into 3 weeks with a bonus module, which is honestly probably the most valuable piece in this entire course, to be fair with you. But either way, I've split it out for you, and it's built like this, and a lot of people are really happy with this pace. So otherwise, let's jump right into it. So the first week is really your foundations and mindset. So before you get into a YouTube channel or even create one or think about creating one, you really need to get into a mindset and a framework that works. So what does that mean? We really get you into the community. We get you part of a community that are actively engaged. And we really go through a few core things. So the first one is how this program works. So what you need to do to get the most out of this program, things to remember going into this training, failure mindsets. And here are a few of them. Now, this is actually a free video. These two are free. So by all means, if you want to watch these, go and watch them for free. They're absolutely fine. And then of course, an overview of the program structure, which tells you about the program structure and how I've laid this out in a bit more detail. Then we look at mindset mastery immediately. So this is a good hour video on teaching you the scientific method, how to be successful on the platform, understanding time, memory, and impact, looking at static versus progressive psychology with respect to YouTube, and of course, life and business and all those balances. So we look at a few core fundamental things that are really critical and really cleaning up that mindset before you jump into the YouTube, because of course, time is so critical to understand with respect to YouTube. It takes a bit of time for it to kick in, especially organically. However, I'm going to show you a whole bunch of hacks later down the line in order to boost that. And then hacking your mindset. Okay, I've given you a whole bunch of theory on mindset. Now we're going to do some execution, whereby we have a whole bunch of different exercises that you want to complete. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once those 5 exercises are complete, now you're going to be in a good frame to build this thing out. So that's great. And then we have a bonus structure. So here we just answer a whole bunch of questions that you generally have. What's cool about this is sort of like a little bonus video for week 1. So why you should be on YouTube before you get started. So how long does it take to create videos? Getting over the fear of posting. This is a big one for a lot of people. How to handle trolls online, how to handle criticism. And trolls are a very interesting one, by the way, and does quality ultimately matter? And the reality is I give you those answers within this. So we even talk about like the video editing software that you could be using. We do give you a few recommendations on there as well as free stuff. So in week 2, we go right into the creative process. Now in this process, we talk about a lot of things. It isn't just like planning, creating, editing, and building. It is planning, and then I'm going to show you all the things that go into this. So planning, cyclical conditioning, and what does that mean within the context of YouTube? How to decide on a niche, growing your niche video topics. Do you need to show your face on camera? The answer to that really quickly is no, you don't, by the way. How to pick a channel name. So what should you look at when you're picking a channel name? And then of course, the planning component, which is otherwise known as the pre-recording component of these things. I show you how to do SEO analysis. I show you how to build scripts, and I even give you script templates to use, and I show you how to organize yourself within the whole planning process of YouTube. So this is another good hour worth of content with respect to planning, and it goes into so many different things that you need to know. And again, it's more than just planning, it's all of these things. I could have easily just split them all up into different videos, but why would I? If you can't watch a video that's teaching you for 55 minutes, then you're not going to be able to edit. There's a reason for the length of these videos, because the reality is if you can't watch a 1-hour video, then you're not going to be able to edit for 1 hour or even 3 when that's required. Then in this case, we look at creating your videos. So how to structure them, how to schedule, and we go into the platform and show you all those tools. We understand, does video length matter and the different nuances within that? How to come up with a viral video idea, and then the best types of videos to build a connection with your audience. So in this case, of course, we're creating, we have your whole bunch of foundational work here, but then we look into recording. So scheduling a shoot, A-roll and B-roll, and understanding what those mean, record screencasts, and of course, thumbnail images. Then in this case, I have like a shoots template. So in this case, I'm going to just show it to you right now. I may as well. So in this case, I show you, okay, okay, this is how to schedule a shoot and this is how to use it. So things like that are pretty cool. Then we look at script template as well, and then we revisit the script template as well. Then editing your videos. So again, it isn't just editing your videos. There's a lot of things that we look into this. So of course, I give you my Adobe Premiere tutorial. We look at adding an end screen to your content and why that's important, how to add to a playlist to boost the code, which we go into very soon. We look at the best editing tricks to increase watch time, and then of course, video wrap up. Like this is how you edit. This is your cuts, your intro, your outro, your music, your CTA in your video as well. So again, it is more than editing. It's all of these additional things as well. Then building your channel out. Again, it isn't just building your channel. There's a few more things to this, and it goes for 45 minutes in this case. So techniques to choosing your thumbnails, choosing a banner image, creating that as well, how to arrange your channel to get more views. So looking at what people land on with respect to are they subscribed or are they not subscribed, and sending them specific content. We look at channel keywords and how to build them out, and you've already done a bit of SEO research on how to build those out, but we go into a lot more detail in week 3 and why you need an introduction video and why that's critical to get those new users to subscribe to you. And then of course, how to make your videos flow together in a very interesting way using tags and all those things. So that again, that's another 45-minute video, which is going to take you through a lot. Week 3 is where the fun really begins, in my opinion, because this is where like you understand week 1, you have your mindset, you have your creative process, and now this is where the hidden side of YouTube really comes in. So I spend a good 45 minutes on this talking about SEO techniques, which includes ranking your title on the first page. And there's actually a meaning behind the way I wrote that. How to rank on the first page with just your description alone using specific keywords, how to pick up optimal video tags as well. And we look at a few tools to do that. And then we actually upload an entire video together looking at every single piece of that. So we look at the transcriptions, we look at the hashtags, the links, the tags, the monetization, the advanced tab as well, which a lot of people don't use for some reason. And then of course, end screen cards and scheduling, why scheduling is really critical. So for example, as a little tip, you never want to upload a video and then immediately have it public, because you don't know if all of the content is like copyright infringed or anything like that. So you always want to leave it for a few hours. That's just a small little tip just for scheduling, for example. Then we have the YouTube code. Now this is a big deal here. I normally wouldn't show you this far into it, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. In here, we look at a lot of detail. Like we go down to the nitty gritty just to understand what an impression is, for example, to really teach you as though you have no idea how this thing works, really getting you from A to B, really getting you from having no idea how the YouTube platform works to really gaining that clarity and building things for yourself. So how to use social proof to gain subscribers. Should you buy subscribers? As a quick side note, you shouldn't be buying them at all. How to collab with larger YouTube channels and the approaches you need to take. I'm actually going to add a few more things here later down the line. I'm going to add some scripts that you can use to approach other YouTubers and other channels to get collaborations with them, which is fun. Understanding the YouTube code. Then we look at Google Studio Analytics and dive into that. And again, this is a 40-minute video. And then of course, how to get over 1 million views utilizing all of the code that I show you in here. So there's a lot that goes in here. It isn't just that. There's a lot more, to be fair with you. Then we look at YouTube growth hacks. Now this goes for another 50 minutes, and we look at monetization overview. We look at the different components of monetization. We look at CPC and CPM and what those mean, and understanding that. So I'm sort of even turning you into like a marketer as well during this period. And then we break that down and figure out, okay, so how much does a YouTuber get paid based on these metrics? And I really make these very simple for you to understand, and what to do if you get demonetized or copyright claims on your videos. And it's a very simple solution, but a lot of people just don't know it. So I give you the answer to that. Creator support, all you need to know. So you can leverage YouTube as a way to help you in different things and using the support structure around your content. But also, to be fair with you, the creator support isn't that great for those that have under 100,000 subscribers. And there's a reason why the Online Creator Institute exists. It's really for you guys to really help you build them. We look at, should you be joining an MCN, which is basically a channel network that tries to help you get views and build relationships and partnerships. And we really look into that and look at the positives and negatives of that. Then of course, promotion. So how exactly do you promote a video? Now I spend a good amount of time on this. We look at the pre-promotion, we look at the marketing channels, email, blog, social, and a whole bunch of other ones. We look at creating hype videos for your videos. We look at live dates. We look at understanding how important the 24-hour push is. We look at comments and why you should be replying to them, by the way, and the logic behind that. And then post promotions. And then of course, video success review, which is pretty fun, that one. Now the bonus module should actually be an extension of week 3, to be fair with you, but I decided to turn it into its own week because of how valuable and impactful this is. Now, this is on your 21th day of the masterclass and being an enrolled student in this piece. Now, this video, 6 figures with 0 subscribers, is basically my bread and butter. I teach you exactly what you need to know to build that income immediately. So I give you all of the foundational stuff, and then in this 34 minutes alone, this is pretty much everything. So I'm just going to show it to you really quickly. Now, I go into everything here, by the way. There's a lot of content we show you. We look at scripts on how to approach these agencies. We look at all of these things. So what we're going to cover in here is really valuable. I'm going beyond the math because this is actually a free video. So if you want to go watch the free video on the math, that's part of the free trial so you can understand the math. So I give you the math before you even enroll in the masterclass. But in this video alone, I'm giving it a bit of I'm having a bit of fun with these titles because the reality is this stuff is so relatively new, and I haven't seen it anywhere else that I don't even know what to call them. So we look at a deeper dive into uncharted waters. This is a very, very powerful lesson, if not the most impactful lesson in this entire masterclass. So I do push why mindset is really important and completing those exercises in week 1. However, this 6 figures with 0 subscribers this is the lesson whereby you have that core foundation. This is where the magic really happens. And as a side note, you'll probably notice that there's something in here that isn't done yet. It's part of you investing in this a bit earlier, and that is really the camera piece. So you'll know that you don't actually need a camera to be extremely successful on the YouTube platform because share screens are really engaging. But very soon what I'm going to be adding is how to utilize the camera piece, and I'm going to be hiring a professional videographer in here to really help with that, just to give you that added benefit. So this is a constantly moving and building program and community. Otherwise, everyone, thanks so much for watching this video. I know it was a bit long, but I went through everything and what you get. Try the free trial if you want to buy the lifetime and invest in that early, because this is a platform that I'm constantly building out as well. And I'm always updating it for you guys. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the other side. See you later. Bye.